welcome back to my YouTube channel. Little man is down here in his walker and he is noisy and hyper, so don't mind him. But I figured for today's video I would show you a few dinner recipes that we are going to do this week. I included in my last what I eat in a day kind of a meal plan breakdown, and these were some of the recipes or meal plans that I had on the menu. So tonight it is Monday and we are going to do some breakfast bowls for dinner. So I will show you what ingredients we're going to be using, and then I will let you guys know what they turn out like and what the points are. So, but first I gotta show you my sweet little man. Hi, honey. You would think I give this little boy sugar sometimes. You probably get sugar through the breast milk, don't you, bud? Because you're just a wild child. Okay, so I have my pans heating up, but I'm going to show you a breakdown of what I plan on using. So I am going to be using the fat-free cheddar cheese. You can have up to 1/4 cup of this for 0 smart points. And then I am going to be using an onion and a green pepper and cut those up and put them in there. Those are both 0 points. And then I'll be using some turkey sausage. I'm going to brown that. You can have 2 ounces of that for 2 smart points. I'll be using some egg makers. You can have up to 1/4 cup of those for 0 points. I'm going to use some of these hash browns here. And I wrote on there, you can see you can use 2/3 cup for 1 smart point. And then I'll top it with some salsa for 0 and some guacamole salsa. And I'll probably just use a tablespoon of that, which is 1 smart point. So I will show you what the bowls look like once they come together. But those are the ingredients I plan on using. I'll let you know if I end up adding anything else. And I'll let you know what the smart points end up being once we are finished. Little man's grabbing at the camera, so he wants to see. Hi. Did you want to see too? So, as long as little man will stay put for me, we are going to get going on dinner because Levi is on his way home. And I'll show you guys what this meal ends up being for us. And then we'll move on to Tuesday night's dinner. Okay. These are the completed bowls. This one's Levi's. I put a little extra in it. But it ends up only being 4 points. So I used 1 point worth of the hash browns. The egg makers were 0 points. And then the onion and green pepper is 0 points. There is 2 points for 2 ounces of the turkey sausage. And then the cheddar cheese is 0. The salsa is 0. And then the guacamole salsa is 1 point. So it ends up only being 4 points, and they look super, super good. So we'll see how it ends up being, but we are gonna go ahead and have our dinner, and I will see you guys tomorrow night for Tuesday's dinner. Hello and good morning. It is not Tuesday night, actually. It is Wednesday for lunch. So yesterday ended up being quite busy and we ended up getting takeout for dinner. So we're improvising, and I'm going to do what I was going to do for dinner yesterday for lunch today, and then I will show you what we're having for dinner tonight instead. So, sorry that I look like an egg at the moment, and I'm talking a little quiet because Jackson is napping in the bedroom right now, but I am going to make 2 ingredient dough pizza for lunch today. It is just me, Levi's at work, and then I'll show you what I'm making for us for dinner. But I'm going to show you the ingredients real quick. So the 2 ingredient dough pizza is so easy if you have not had it. It is literally just self-rising flour and the non-fat Greek yogurt. So I'm going to use 1/2 cup, which is 6 points, and then 1/2 cup, which is 1 point of the non-fat Greek yogurt. So you use equal portions of each, and then you just mix them together, make dough, roll it out. So stinking simple. So that'll be 7 points for the crust. And then I'm going to use turkey pepperonis. A serving is 17 for 2 smart points. I am going to top mine with some banana peppers, green peppers, and onions, which is 0 points. And then, I'm going to use 1/4 cup of this part skim mozzarella cheese for 2 points. And then I'm just gonna use a little bit of garlic powder on the crust and some crushed red pepper on top, and then some salt and pepper. So that is gonna be my lunch today. So 7 points for the crust, 4 points for the toppings. So we're looking at an 11-point pizza for lunch today. So I'll show you how I roll out the crust and how it ends up turning out. Okay, so as you can see, pretty quickly I ended up resorting to my hands because it gets so sticky that a spoon just doesn't work. So it is a little bit messy, but it is what it is. And then I did put a little bit, as you can see in the video, of flour down while I was rolling it out. I don't count that extra flour, to each their own, but I just don't count it. So I did, it's not beautiful by any means, but I did just roll the edges a little bit to try and keep all my toppings in. And then I rolled it pretty thin because obviously self-rising flour, it's gonna puff up. But totally forgot, guys, to mention the pizza sauce. So I'm sure some of you caught that. I am not gonna have a dry pizza. I am gonna indeed put pizza sauce on my pizza. So you can have up to a 1/4 cup of the one I'm using for 1 point. So I'll just end up using probably like 2 tablespoons, but it's still 1 point. So that ends up making it a 12-point pizza. But I think I'm gonna pop this in the oven for a little bit, just like it is, to try and cook the crust before I worry about my toppings. So I have my oven on 400. I'm gonna try 10 minutes and see how that goes. But first I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic powder on it before I pop it in the oven. And then once it comes out, I'll show you guys how I top it and then what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, so I ended up popping that pizza back in the oven for 10 minutes to try and cook the toppings, and we'll see if that is enough. But in the meantime, I am gonna just go ahead and prep dinner. We're doing a very simple dinner tonight. Literally just gonna put chicken in the oven and cook that, and then make some baked potatoes on the side, and then I'm gonna do a veggie. So I'm just gonna get it all prepped, get the potatoes all ready, and then once it comes closer to dinner time, we can throw it in the oven. But I'm just gonna throw these in my pan. I'm just gonna spray them with a little bit of olive oil spray, and then I'm gonna season them. I just picked a couple seasonings that I wanted to use out of the cupboard. So I'm just gonna do some of the Montreal chicken, some lemon pepper, and some roasted garlic and herb seasoning. I don't count any of my seasonings, so to each their own. But it is 2 points for 3 ounces of chicken, so we'll end up seeing what that is once I get my chicken out of the oven and everything tonight. And then these potatoes are scanning for 3 points each. So you can have a baked potato for 3 points. And then I plan on topping it with some light sour cream and some non-fat cheddar cheese. So we are gonna go ahead and prep this real quick so it's all ready to throw in the oven later for dinner. Okay, it is a little messy looking, guys, but it looks completely done. So it only took 20 minutes total. I did the crust for 10 minutes by itself on 400, and then the rest for 10 minutes on 400. But tell me that does not look delicious. And if you're having a pizza craving and you don't want to spend all the points on pizza, this is a really good size. Like, there's my hand, it's even bigger than my hand. So 12 points, and it's gonna be super, super filling for lunch. I'm incredibly excited to dig into it. So I have my potatoes prepped, I have my chicken prepped in the fridge, so I'll just throw that in the oven when it's closer to time for Levi to get home, and then I'll cook up a veggie to go with it. So I'll show you guys what that looks like for dinner, and then that will wrap up our easy few meals that I have going this week. So make sure to give this video a like if you enjoy content like this. I'm gonna try to start meal prepping on Fridays and grocery pickup on Saturdays, so I can incorporate that into possibly Sunday's video. So make sure to stay tuned if you enjoy Weight Watchers content like this. Okay guys, just pulled dinner out of the oven. Obviously this all depends on your oven, but I did cook the potatoes and the chicken on 375 for an hour and a half. But this is what it turns out like. I am gonna eat the whole chicken breast, which is 5 ounces, which was 3 points. And then the potato, like I said, was 3 points, so that's 6 total. And then I did top my potato with just a little bit of fat-free cheddar cheese. You can have up to a 1/4 cup for 0 points, so that is free. I also sprayed a couple spritzes of the I Can't Believe It's Not Butter spray, which is also free. And then I put 2 tablespoons of light sour cream, which was 2 points for 2 tablespoons. So that makes 8 points so far. I also did some veggies on the side, which are free. And then this is my favorite barbecue sauce. It is the G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce in the original flavor. 2 tablespoons of this is 0 points. So the only points for this is the chicken, the potato, and the sour cream. So it is 8-point dinner, and there's Levi's. It looks delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and eat this, and then little man needs a bath and it's time for bed. So this is gonna wrap up the video, guys, but make sure to give it a like if you enjoy videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.